Good morning, everyone. Good Monday morning to you. And how's your weekend been? Mine has been absolutely fantastic. I had such a great time at the PAW convention, wargame thingy. It was absolutely brilliant. And yeah, well, as you saw from the couple of vids I put out. Before I go on to Kinky, I just want to say a couple of things. Well, one which I've already mentioned. The two tanks I got. I'll just put questions to one side a minute. These two tanks I got, Warlord Games, they gave them to me for free. Alright, all I did was buy the starter set and the two books, and he gave me the tanks free. And the two little metal miniatures that come with them free, these free anyway, but yeah, he just gave them to me. He says, wow, bargain. So my stash increased exponentially, and I was a very happy chappy. That leads me on to the whole bolt action thing. I haven't looked at any of it yet, but I'm thinking my bolt action journey I want to share with you. So I want to not only share my progress with the assembling and painting of the miniatures, hopefully I can do this anyway, but I want to share my journey of, you know, reading through the rules and things as well. So perhaps I can do both at the same time, sort of like a little bolt action learn and paint, or you know, something. Keep your eye open for that one. Anyway, and as for the Ronin models I got, which I'm just super chuffed with, yeah, they're just well cool. Anyway, on with the show. It's P&Q. This is the show where you get to comment or ask me questions and I respond to them in the following episode. You can do this one of two ways. You can either email me at miniwarzone@gmail.com. I'll put a link in the video description below. Or you can just leave a comment in the comment section below, and then I will respond to that accordingly. Sometimes I'll go through the emails first. There's not many, and they're quite short this week. But quite a few comments on the comment side, so I'll probably do the emails first because they look short and sweet. Haven't actually looked at them properly, but we'll start with the emails. So if you're easily offended by stuff, just don't watch this. Go and watch something else. Loads of really cool videos out there to watch, so don't waste your time watching this stuff. If you want to stick around, great. Okay. Right, first email, just a few words. It just says, I think you meant Hellbrute. ... Okay, I meant Hellbrute. Obviously I said something, or I said something else and I meant Hellbrute. I don't know. But if you say so, yeah. Okay, moving on. Hi Pete. So it looks like you're going green screen. Now, if you're referring to those boards behind me, no, they're just generic gaming boards. I've got a couple. You can put them together, and then you can put gaming mats on top of it, or Realm of Battle board, or whatever, you know. So yeah, or you can just use, you know, one for smaller games because they're just like 3x4. So if you want a smaller game, you just use that. It's quite cool. Hi Mini Warzone. So Plymouth. Is that near Dartmoor? Yes, right next to it. I have been there once on a school trip. We went to visit the China clay pits. Yeah, I've done that too when I was a youngster. In fact, I can go out my front door now, right that direction. That's the direction of my front door, down below. And to my right, which is in that direction, look over there, I can see the China clay pits. Clear as day. They filmed an episode or two of Doctor Who there once when I was a kid. Interesting fact for you. The old Doctor Who series, obviously. I'll have some tea today because I've got to go out later, and I've got loads of stuff to do today. Got to post some eBay stuff. I know I'm digressing here, but yeah, I've got to post eBay stuff because I've been selling some stuff, so that's really good. Okay, next one says, you have to buy electric and gas... ... How? I just go into the shop and buy it. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you don't have to do that where you're from. I don't know. Or you're not. I get basically for my gas, I get like a little credit card. It looks like a credit card, and for my key meter, electric key meter, just I haven't got anything that looks like it. It's like a little plastic key thing which you put into the meter. It takes off the money. So you basically go into your shop, you hand them the card and the key. Say, can I have, I don't know, £10 on each, for example. £10 gas, £10 electric. Here you get home, put your card in the gas meter. Takes the money off, tells you what you've got left. Turn it out, put the electric key in, does the same, takes the money off, and then tells you what your total is, and then just keep an eye on it that way. So that way it saves you having to pay a regular bill for your gas and electric. Hi Pete, I noticed from your profile picture on Mini Wargaming, it was actually from Matt's Sit and Talk series, that you're wearing a suit. Can I ask, is that from a special occasion or your work, or do you wear a suit often? I think I better work backwards on that one. Don't wear a suit often now, only if I go out somewhere, like for a meal or restaurant or something like that, or you know, the odd wedding here and there. From your work, I used to wear a suit for my work many moons ago, when I was a manager for a well-known British communications company. And is it from a special occasion? Yes, that was actually my wedding day. So very special occasion for me. Last email. Hi Pete, can I ask what prompted you to start a YouTube channel? Watching other people's YouTube channels. I love YouTube. I thought, I really want to do that. I want to have a go at it. You know, why can't I have a go at it? Why can't I do that? Well, actually, I'm going to try. And the first few videos I put up were absolute pants, as you can see. But you get better over time, and hopefully continue to get better. So, yeah. Oh, dropping my stuff here now. So, yeah, I was watching other people's YouTube channels and just thinking, it looks like fun. I want to do that. So, we're on to the comments now. Oh, tea is good. Right. So, Wayne Catlin says, so I'm going in reverse order as usual. Hi Pete, have you ever been to Warhammer World? If not, do you have any intention to visit in the future? No, I've never been to Warhammer World, but yes, I do have intention to visit in the future. There's a very slim, and I mean really slim, possibility that I could be going there on this Wednesday coming. But when I say really slim, I mean really slim. Basically, my wife's got a business meeting in Bristol, and I'm just wondering if I can wangle a trip to Warhammer World, tag along and go to Nottingham. It is in Nottingham, isn't it? I think it is. See how close that is to Bristol. But yeah. Okay. Next. WG Revival says, I'm totally fine with being called a geek. In brackets. Actually, my occupation makes me more a nerd, which is also okay. That was from the geek question last week. And who was it today? Someone said, be nice to nerds, because the chances are you're going to end up working for one. I know who it was. It was Bill Gates. Probably one of the biggest nerds on the planet. And richest. Yes, be nice to nerds, because chances are you will end up working for one. Cool. James and his stuff says, great vid. What games are you into? Well, currently I am into, gaming wise, I'm into, well, what interests me to play. I'm into Warhammer 40k, obviously. Bolt action I really like the look of, and you can see I've already just invested in that. I want to play that, so bolt action. Ronin is another one which I'm just getting into, and some point in the future I want to have a go at 6mm wargaming, because they look so epic on the tabletop, and for that I would like to do something American Civil War period based. but I don't know. We'll have to see on that one. So I think that's all I'm into at the moment. I mean, I like Warhammer Fantasy, but only for the modelling aspect of it, because I think the models look so cool. The gameplay of that doesn't look that great to me, so it doesn't interest me that at all. So I've seen so many different games now. Infinity looks good, gotta say, but I haven't got anything to do with that. So I do like the skirmish games, James. I like the skirmish games a lot because of the ease of, you haven't got to get loads of figures out, set it all up, and the games seem to take a lot less time to play, and you can get more in. And that said, I do like the epicness of like Warhammer 40k and the Apocalypse and all the rest of it. But I'm looking at the smaller games, gotta be honest. I like the look of Flames of War, but I prefer the scale of I prefer the larger scale for the tanks and things, because I think the barrels gun barrels on the tanks look better. But I want to go smaller, 6mm, for the American Civil War, because I reckon you can get a nice lot of figures on the table in 6mm. It would be a nice challenge to try and paint them up as well. But yeah. Okay, moving on. Hecatrix Witch says, sorry I've missed a few weeks, but having a cold and various other things going off got in the way. So my question is, brushes. GW brushes are not very good. Really? But get the job done. I bought 2 fine detail ones about 3 weeks ago, and after only 1 week, the bristles just splayed and spread like an old chimney sweep brush. Times this has happened to me. So I went to a hobbycraft shop and got some decent acrylic brushes, and they're fine. I'm thinking of ordering some from Army Painter. I think they're called. It's supposed to be really good. What do you use and what do you suggest? Okay, well, before I go into that, I use a lot of GW and a lot of Army Painter brushes, so I can answer that quite well. Well, let's go back to GW brush has not been very good. I've got to disagree with you there. I think they're very good. Providing you look after them, of course. Don't just stick your brush in the pot and leave it there. Obviously, you probably know that anyway, because that's just going to mangle the brush anyway. But I've got loads of GW brushes, loads of them, and I've never thrown one out. They're all still in pretty good condition. And I do use the, where is it? I don't know if I can get my hands on it now. Bear with me one sec. Oh, I can see it. And you probably use this as well, I'm sure. I do use that and make sure I use it straight away after I've done a session of painting. Straight away I clean my brushes out. Use the Masters brush cleaner. Wash them out again and run them through a little bit more of Masters brush cleaner, and that just keeps them nice and pointed. So either I've been very lucky or you've been very unfortunate with GW brushes, because you know I can just pick one up straight out of the pot. It's lovely, you know, no problems at all. Let's get it back. Sometimes I have trouble getting these on, and I've got the wrong glasses to do it because I can't see close up. But yeah, Army Painter. I think Army Painter are good for batch painting when you're batch painting larger areas, like something like the carapace of Tyranids, Hormagaunts, Termagants, that kind of thing. You've got a load of them to do. The regiment brush in Army Painter is good. I'm not too keen on their detail brushes. They don't seem to in fact, Army Painter is a series of brushes I have gone through brushes on and thrown out because they've just got knackered. The Psycho is probably my favourite finest detail brush for doing things like eyes and things like that from Army Painter. Although because they're so small, it's quite difficult to keep it nice and dead straight pointed on the tip of the brush. But yeah, I've gone through Army Painter brushes. I haven't gone through GW brushes though. In fact, if I was to compare them generalistically speaking, side by side, I would say GW brushes are of a higher quality, just a little bit, but just slightly higher quality than the Army Painter ones. The Army Painter brushes have the nice see, what's this? This is the Insane Detail brush, but you can see already it ain't straight. A bit of a wobble there on the end. The Army Painter brushes have this nice, I don't know what you would call it, ergonomically nice triangulated shape. But I mean, a lot of companies do that. You see that there? It's slightly bent. I try to take as good a care of each brush as I can. I also use this one, Art Master Miniature Series. They're quite nice. They're triangulated as well, but slightly thicker at the bottom. They're not the same all the way up. It's slightly thicker at the bottom here, which kind of makes a great feel when you're painting. So those, but yeah, that's about it. I mean, the only other brushes I use are really cheap ones, and many different companies I use for that, because I used to buy them and sell them, cheap brushes, and I've got oodles of them. Got them coming up my ears. Yeah, the Psycho brush is good for, like I say, doing the finest detail. Insane Detail is pretty damn small. The Psycho is even smaller. But yeah, but I use GW brushes more than any. Mostly GW brushes for batch painting, like I say, certain areas. The Regiment brush from the Army Painter series. Quite annoying with those triangulated ones though. You can't put them in your pots in the brush holder, so you've literally got to wash them out and deal with them straight away afterwards, because that's just me being, you know, OCD about it. I can't leave a brush on the side knowing there's little bits of paint on it. Even if you just wash it out in the pot, it's still not clean, so I've got to get that sorted. That's just me. A bit of a long one, that. General Splatton, good thoughts, bro. That was a nice quick one. Jason Brown, do you prefer wargaming with a small group of folks, in brackets, at someone's house, say, or do you stick with a gaming club or FLGS? That's what, friendly local gaming store. Well, so far I haven't gamed at a gaming club, but I'm hoping that's going to change. I've only gamed at the store and my house. I'm not very keen on playing in store. I think there's far too much distraction there. You've got to stand up for long periods of time, which isn't good for my condition. So for me, it would be at home or a gaming club, because that does look good, because you can sit down, you know, and chat and socialise with your opponent and mix with the other players as well, and just talk general gaming stuff. So I suppose out of all of it, the gaming club would be my preference out of it all, because you get a strong bond and sense of community there, I think, from what I've seen, and it just looks good. Okay, Idic Beer. How's it going, Nick? Good answers, especially on the geek question. Okay, so my next question is, what is your favourite TV series / television programme? Wow, that's a hard question to answer. That is not easy. This is the last question, and I'm glad it is, because I've got to really think about this now. My favourite TV series or television programme? Well, I can answer it. Right. Well, to start off with, I don't watch television currently. I haven't watched television or television programs as they're aired on the TV for about 10 years now. I only watch DVD, Blu-ray, box sets, that kind of thing. So I just catch up with them on that because I'm an impatient bugger, and I hate cliffhangers at the end of a series. And you think, I need to know what happens next. I can't wait a week. You know, I've done all that before, and then life gets in the way, and you miss it, and you got to do catch-up TV and all that kind of stuff. And I think, no, I can't be doing that. Get the box set. I can watch it, as much of it as I want to, or as little of it as I want to. I can stop it when I want to, and well, yeah, I know you can do that with TV nowadays anyway. But do you know what I mean? Like, say, and this isn't my favourite one, but I'm just using this as an example. The series Lost, for example. I've got the complete series. So if I want to, I could just sit and watch the whole lot, like in a weekend or whatever, or however long it takes. Or I could just watch one here and there, or I could make I don't know, Thursday night's my Lost night, and Monday night's my, I don't know, whatever, CSI Miami night or whatever. Anyway, enough babbling. Right, my favourite TV series or television programme, my favourite, I would have to say, out of everything, over all the things I've watched, and I'm thinking about things that I've watched more times than anything else, I would have to say is Star Trek. And now I have the original series all remastered and stuff, and that's fantastic. But that's kind of a different ball game to the other Star Treks that are out there. So I'll put that to one side. So I think that's kind of something on its own. So I'm going to look at the things I've watched most of. Go like Generations, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and that other one. Forget what that was even called. I thought it was crap. The other one with I can't even remember his name now. That dude from Quantum Leap. Well, you know. Anyway, so I'm gonna stick with the three main ones of what I watched the most of: Generations, Deep Space Nine, Voyager. And out of those three, my favourite one is Deep Space Nine. My absolute favourite, Deep Space Nine. I would have to say I've watched that more times than anything else, I think, in all the DVDs I have. And that's it. Yep. Back to the beginning. So, yay. That's all the questions for this week. Leave a comment below if you want to have it addressed on the following P&Q. And until the next video, happy gaming everyone, and keep up your awesome work. Oh, before I go, work on the showcase video has started. It is on its way. It will be on its way. You know, it's not going to happen fast, but I have been working on it. So yeah. So anyway, till next time. Happy gaming, guys.